So hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be bringing you guys gameplay of the new Alliance versus Alliance, or you can call it Arc of Osiris, or whatever you want to call it. But I've seen multiple videos out there of YouTubers actually putting up content on this, but I feel like they don't actually explain to you their strategies, or they don't actually tell you what you should be doing. Because I went into this watching a couple of videos and I had some basic knowledge of you need to capture this altar, you need to capture this altar, but I didn't know for myself exactly what I was supposed to be doing. So here I went, and first thing I did as a leader of my alliance is I started placing the alliance markers. But I'm gonna run into a little bit of trouble pretty soon. So what they don't tell you in those videos is that as soon as you take the obelisks are already open. But the other two shrines are in front of the obelisk, they're not open. They both have shields on them. So me, I didn't know that, so I went and I put markers on it, and I had people who were trying to actually click on those and send armies there, but you cannot send armies there. The good thing about this game mode is that you can drag your armies around and you can move them freely, just like in the expedition mode, but on the other hand, you have to find a way to get your army out first. So here's just a representation from Kingdom 55. They had a couple of big players out on us. Most of our high level players could not participate because of the time, and we chose this time because this is a time where most of our players could take part. So we just wanted everyone to just get a feel of it instead of just like bringing a couple of big players in. And another big thing that I could actually say to you guys is make sure, please make sure that you assign your roles. Please make sure you assign your roles. And you being the leader, obviously, you and your R4s should share all the responsibilities. Throughout this whole video, you will see me going to the left, to the right, to the middle, and I'm gonna try to control the markers. I'm gonna be trying to control everything, and that's one of the things that actually made me fail, and I messed up halfway through this. I feel like if we had one person in charge of rallies, one person in charge of chat, one person in charge of markers, and one person in charge of the Osiris, it would be much easier. So in the moment, you guys, I can guarantee you guys don't think about this, but if you read the description for the event, it tells you that for each one of the obelisks, you guys will get 5 teleports. And that right there is where we messed up. We teleported, but half the people teleported late. That's one of the mistakes. 2, when we teleported, we forgot to actually take reinforcements from the members that can't teleport. So you should pick out 10 members from the start of the match that will be teleporting 5 and 5 each to each one of the obelisks. And those 5 players need to get reinforced. And then as soon as you take the obelisk, those 5 players need to teleport to the obelisk. But I can guarantee you, even if you know this, you might mess up, because we knew this starting this out, but since we were all so busy like doing multiple things or multitasking, we completely forgot about that. And another thing that I feel like we could have done better is we actually didn't assign roles. So we had players like me, basically. I had armies on the right side, I had armies going to the middle, I had armies going to resource spots. So I suggest you pick a side and you stick to that side, or you assign a side to your members and they stick to that side. So for me in this case, I would have gone on the left, and I could either take a rally commander post, or I could either take an attack post, and then on the rest of my armies I could just send them to go take to just go gather resources. Even right there, you can just see that and use that as an example. He was on the left with me and we were battling, but at the same time he had an army going up there and we were just trying to push, so we had no idea what was happening to our other troops. So he didn't even know that his troops were about to get attacked. And trust me, those people that are attacking him, they had their troops in one spot. Spreading out your troops is not going to help you do anything. It's just going to make you get confused, just like me. I have troops left, right. I have troops center. I have troops down, up. I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. I'm trying to set markers. It's just a whole bunch of, I don't even know how to describe it. But our left side was pretty strong. Our right side was strong. The one thing that we should have also done is we should have camped the obelisk. As you can see right here, they already had members going straight down there and pushing us out of the center. The obelisk, I believe, gives you 4,000 points for each capture and deliver. Well, not capture and deliver, but like when you capture it and you deliver it, you get 4,000 points. And that's a big deal. We let them capture the obelisk 2 times. I guarantee you, if we did not let them take it that many times, we would have had a chance. And as you can tell by what I just said, we ended up losing this. But it's mostly just a learning experience for all of us. But little things that we should have been paying attention to, like I said, assigning roles, rally captains. Me, I don't really have the best commanders to be defending garrison and stuff like that, because I was using my garrison, one of my garrison commanders to attack, and so I was actually the garrison leader, and I feel like we were taking major losses because of that. And when I actually went in to go change the leader later on in this event, it was glitching. It was not letting me actually change the leader. So I think it's right now, soon. Yeah, I think it's about to happen. So I don't know why, but you can clearly see, like, from all those commanders, that my commander would not be the best to lead that garrison. There are other choices that we could have easily picked, but I went to click on it and it wouldn't let me. So that's actually one good thing that I did. So if you do want to split your army up, which I don't suggest you do, you could just send it to garrison somewhere, because if it's just there reinforcing, you're not going to be moving it around, you're not going to be doing anything. So if you do have spare armies and you know you're not going to be farming up resources and you know you're not going to be doing anything with it, just send it to support. But make sure they're really strong T4, or for some alliances that don't really have really high member counts or high power counts, they might be T3. Please do not use T2 and T1. If you have members that have T2 or T1, don't put them in the alliance. Another thing is participation. As you can see, we had an okay amount for participation. We started off with a low amount of members online, and we kind of had a couple that came in late. But as you just saw, we lost the altar. Why? I don't know, but we could have easily switched commanders, but the game was just, I don't know, it was just acting in its own way. This is just a little map overview for most of you guys, you're gonna join this and you're not gonna. Everything is just gonna look completely new. Even if you watch the videos, the experience is what really matters. Number one thing I said before we actually started this event is do not solo, do not attack by yourself. And look right there, the leader is soloing an altar, and that's not really smart of me, but it's not really my fault. I was doing multiple things at the same time, and I did not see that my army was actually going towards there, and my members actually followed me just to help me out. And that again is troops that we lost that we did not have to lose. Altogether, I probably used up all my speed ups for healing up by the end of this event. As you can see right here, they see that we're not even challenging them and trying to take the arc, so they actually sent their members somewhere else. And right here we're sending more members to attack, but honestly we're just making the situation worse, because those are armies again that are just losing. They took the arc and they have multiple players there defending, and it's really not looking good for us. At the point where they took the arc, that's where it took a big turn and we just started messing up. Right here we had a rally going in, and I decided to just cancel it, because this is just going to be a big loss for us, because we have like 50 armies attacking us and no reinforcements coming in. So just canceling it would just be the best thing to do. Keep in mind that during this whole event we were on voice chat, but we still could not communicate. We were talking, but we need someone there that would actually set the markers, someone to just overview everything, because me, I couldn't do all of it at the same time. I couldn't be battling, I couldn't be keeping track of every single every single marker, every single location, and that's a mistake that I made. I tried to do everything by myself. And most of these members right here, if they knew that this actually happened to the rally, they would have actually tried to move their armies out of the way so they would not get attacked. Right here is another big example of what I said earlier. I said positioning is key for this event. Right here, I started to take position and I was getting ready for the next arc to actually come. So on the Discord group chat, I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that to say this, but that is the best thing that you can do for your alliance. It doesn't matter what event you're doing. If you're doing Ark of Osiris, if you're doing a war with another alliance, that's the best thing to use. Right here, this member actually had two armies over on the other side with me, and we were actually fighting something else, and I told him he was being attacked on the voice chat, but he did not know where his armies were, so he couldn't do anything about it. And again, losses that we did not have to take. And our hospitals are just getting filled up for no reason. So right here, I actually called for some backup, and I told everyone that we're going to be taking the Osiris this time, because I saw that us trying to focus on the other buildings is not really going to help. So I backed up and I let her tank. And the best thing you can do for yourself in this game mode is have speed. I'm not saying go and use full T1 armies to try to fight your way through all of this. Don't do that. That's not going to get you anywhere. But positioning is key. Right there, we have the next position. We have more people coming towards us, and so far they have no members down here, because most of the members went all the way back for no reason. They went all the way back because they were escorting the arc. If you see that we're not even chasing you, we're not coming after you, you should have left your members there and then just sent someone back there to bring the Osiris back there. But again, I'm in the middle of battle, so I'm not even paying attention to the rallies. I'm not paying attention to anything that's happening at this point. And we are losing altars, we're losing outposts, we're losing resource stations. And at this point, they only have one person guarding the this right here, so I don't understand why he wouldn't fall back and he was just standing at the front of it like he's the boss or whatever. But I think that was one of their 14 million players, but he was feeling himself. He was feeling like he was the best and everything. So I actually told them on the voice chat to go and attack them, because right now I was saving that my Mina army so I can actually take the Osiris back, and I had more people coming. So they went and attacked him, but again, communication isn't the best even when you are using Discord. It took one of my players some time to actually go into the battle. The more commanders you can get in the battle, the better it is, because, you know, the buffs and everything, talent, skills, all those things. He has a buddy down there he could have easily fallen back to and helped, but he didn't want to. Right here, again, I could not change my rally commander. I believe this is where it happens. I'm gonna try to switch rally commanders, but it doesn't happen. Usually all you have to do is just click on the little icon and you should be able to switch it. But I think that the only time it lets me switch is when I click on myself, but I don't want to put myself as rally commander, because the worst thing you could do for yourself is when you see the rally captain dying, you switch to a different rally captain. Because once the rally captain is dead, or all their troops is dead, there's no winning that battle at all whatsoever. So we do have positioning for the next Osiris. And one thing that I could have done better is I could have instructed them to start attacking right now while there are only 3 troops, instead of just waiting, because you will see pretty soon that they're gonna get more people to come down here, and it's not gonna look really good for us. But we started moving on them, and I was actually waiting with one small army, but I believe I'm about to send another army with Cow. I'm not sure. I sent that army, but the whole goal of this was to use a small army, and then I was gonna get back to one of the places, and I was gonna get the Osiris, but they had different plans for me. So for those of you who think that you need speed, so you're just going to send a small army in to take the Osiris, that's the worst thing you can do for yourself, because you will get one tap and the Osiris will just fall on the floor. So the best advice I can give, again, is to kill all the troops, kill all the armies that are around you. Do not try to outrun, do not try to outmaneuver anyone, because all they have to do is stop the battle that they're in and then just come after you. And you will actually witness that right here in a couple of seconds. I'm gonna think that everything's alright, and you can see there's literally like 2 players, I believe, over there. So I'm thinking that it's gonna be easy. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna take the Osiris. Nope. That's one that's done and gone for right here. So I'm like, oh, we have this. We have 1 million players here, so I can easily just go and just take it, and it's just gonna be a fast getaway, because I have no troops in that army, so it's just gonna be faster. And I have a cav commander, so again, it's gonna be faster. Nope. Like I was saying, all they have to do is just stop the battle that they're in. They will go up to your troops. They will one-tap your troops right there. 1, 2. I didn't even last a couple of seconds. That right there was harsh. So, all in all, best thing I could say is to make sure you keep track of how many troops that you're losing. I came out of this with literally no speed-ups left. All around speed-ups were gone. Training speed-ups I used before this to actually boost up some troops, and healing speed-ups were just completely done for. So since I ended up losing those 2 armies, I had one of my R4s stand right there, and he was getting ready to take it, but I told him wait until those players were pushed back a little. I don't understand why those players were coming back towards us instead of fighting. But again, those are things that we need to work on, and we need to train our members on. And even me, I still had a couple of things to learn. But since I knew he was about to take the Ark, I actually sent an army up there, and I was gonna intercept those 2 people that were going up there. And you can see for yourself, he is moving pretty slow. People that are all the way over there could easily catch up to him in like 0.5 seconds if they had the right troops. My R4 currently was using, I believe he had either Mina or Cao Cao as a Cav commander, but oh yeah, it was not Mina, because he had full mobility and he had that talent tree completely maxed out. So if you have that talent tree completely maxed out and you're still getting caught, keep in mind he is using T4s because he does not want to die fast. But if he is dying, I mean, if he is moving that fast but they're still catching up to him, your best bet is to go with T4s. You cannot be using anything less than that. And he's still taking damage. Keep in mind that's a full T4 army with maxed out cavalry commanders. So again, we did our best. Right there you can see that they killed us, and best we can do is just learn from this whole thing and come back stronger next time. Well, the rewards were trash because we didn't win, but that's what we got and that's what we're grateful for. Bye bye.